Hello, and welcome to this guided meditation session. In this session, we're going to be focusing on becoming more self-aware. Hopefully by the end of this session, you'll have a new perspective on your feelings and emotions that will help you move forward in a progressive and healthy way. So first of all, I want you to close your eyes. You are walking to a party that is entirely for you. At this party, there are going to be a number of guests. They are no ordinary guests. These guests are different versions of you. The different guests are yourself in different emotional states. There is an adventurous you, there is a nervous you, there is a motivated you, an angry you, and many others. An entire spectrum of guests that are based on different versions of your personality. You are going to be meeting and socialising with many of these guests and enjoying your time getting to know different versions of yourself. So let's begin the visualisation. You are en route to your party and you don't quite feel yourself. You feel a sense of detachment and you feel like you're not feeling the moment and want to be more present. So you decide to sit down in a grassy area nearby and focus on your breathing. You take a look around you and notice that the area around you is beautiful and scenic. There are giant oak trees around you and the sun is beaming through the gaps in the trees and making you feel warm and comforted in this moment. We are now going to become more aware of our body to help us feel more self-aware and therefore more present. You sit down and close your eyes and begin focusing on your breathing. You gently become aware of the rising and falling of your chest. And you stay in that area of focus for a little while. You then begin taking control of your breathing with a big inhalation through your nose and a big exhalation through your mouth. A big inhalation through your nose and a big exhalation through your mouth. You continue this for another minute. Hopefully now you feel more grounded and in the moment, and feel ready to go to the party. You leave the park and continue your walk until you walk towards a house which is close to the coast. The house is raised slightly higher than ground level, and beside it you can see the ocean looking calm and majestic. The sun is beaming brightly today, and the light blue sky complements the dark deep blue tone of the ocean perfectly. The beach is very appealing to witness, and in this moment, you feel in the best possible place to meet the guests of the party. Before entering the party, I want you to understand the benefit of meeting different versions of yourself. By being able to witness the social dynamic and listening in on the conversations of different versions of yourself interacting with each other, it will help you understand yourself better. Going forward from this visualization, it will help you become much more self-aware, and I will explain those benefits at the end of this visualization. You enter the front door, and immediately, greeting you, is the adventurous version of yourself. I want you to visualize and imagine for a moment how that conversation may play out. You move on and continue to enter the room, and notice that two versions of you are having a conversation by the food table. One is the frustrated, pessimistic version of yourself. The other is the happy, optimistic version of yourself. You listen into their conversation for a while and see how that plays out. Once you've had enough of listening to their conversation, you notice someone sitting alone on a table at the end. You feel sorry for them. This is the withdrawn, self-doubting, anxious version of yourself. You feel compassion for them being alone by themselves, and you decide to give them some words of comfort and strength. I want you to really focus on speaking well to this person, and in the meantime, notice how your encouragement uplifts that version of yourself. You're really happy with how that conversation played out, and you two become close friends and decide to hit the dance floor together. You're both dancing and notice the DJ is quite loud and egotistical. This version of yourself is really gloating over the microphone about how good the party is and putting some of the party members down to make himself feel better. Think about what this version of yourself may say to the crowd. You roll your eyes and pretend you didn't hear anything. You continue dancing with a version of yourself that you help to feel confident. As you're dancing, you notice there is a drunk, angry guest. This guest is knocking into people and comes up to you and is quite confrontational. You notice this is the angry, uncontrolled version of yourself. Think about how this conversation may go between you two. Eventually, the angry version of yourself calms down, and you continue dancing the night away with all the guests. The night ends, and you watch each of the guests leave the front door, each one of them turning their heads and smiling at you as they leave. You feel a moment of wholeness, a content feeling of oneness with yourself. Feel this acceptance for a moment. Eventually, it's your turn to leave the building. You close the door, take another deep breath in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And the visualization comes to an end. Hopefully, this meditation will help you understand different emotional versions of yourself a little bit better. In the future, this will help you be more empathetic towards yourself, and will really help you to become more self-aware during high emotional states. Self-awareness is the key to finding wholeness with yourself, and being accepting of who you are as a person. None of these versions of yourself should be seen as good or bad. Do not judge them in this way. Simply look at them as natural human emotions that you are meant to experience. And this self-acceptance will lead to another level of freedom for you in your life. Be loving and understanding towards yourself, and you will see the beautiful world for what it truly is. I'm Nathan Williams, and thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening.